Welcome back, everybody, to the Behind the Brand podcast. My name is Curtis and I'm the host. And today we are joined by a brand new business. We've actually got two of the owners here with us today. We have Ajay and Yousif from Tots United. How are you guys?
Very well.
Yeah,
good.
Good to see you. Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks for inviting us along to the podcast.
No, listen, it's no problem at all. It's not like you were like millions of miles away anyway. So the guys are in the Start-Up Street with me here, which is perfect. So it's been like a long time coming as well. And hopefully by you two doing this, we can get the others in to do it as well. Because we've had Megan, we've had Tracy as well. So it'd be nice to get the rest of the Start-Up crew involved in it anyway. But everybody's cool. We're all right, yeah?
Very good.
Doing great, thanks, yeah.
Perfect. Good stuff, guys. Well, what we tend to do is before we kind of dig into what you guys do and all that sort of stuff is we just get you to introduce yourselves. Nice and easy. Now, obviously, there is two of you, so I don't know who wants to go first. Just introduce yourself and maybe a wee bit of your background, and then we can talk about how you get involved with Tots United and how it came to be.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Yousif. I'm the one of the founders and the acting CEO of Tots United. Founder along with AJ. We founded Tots United together in 2022, and essentially it came about because we identified a need for high quality football classes for toddlers and young children. We noticed that there just weren't many options available in our local community and also in communities that we were familiar with, and AJ in particular struggled to find any suitable classes for his children. And yeah. And when he eventually did find a class for his eldest, it was quite a distance away. So there was a long commute involved. And when he began taking his eldest son along to those classes, I think he found them just to be lacking in energy, quite boring, a bit flat. And it got him thinking, well, you know, he could be doing this and raising it so much higher. Mm-hmm. And that was, I suppose, the initial spark for Tots United. Is that right, AJ?
Yeah, so I'm AJ. I'm one of the managing directors as well and co-founder. Yeah, so similar to what Yousif said, football's always been a big passion of mine. I've played it all my days from this height, still trying to play. So for me, very much once I became a father, I mean, it's a blessing being a father. I had two boys relatively close together, so again, I was looking for them to get involved in classes straight away. I thought, look, I want them to be involved in things, especially when Armour came along, COVID hitting things, so a lot of things kind of stopped. So when I did find classes for them, just as Yousif said, it was just flat, no energy, especially because I'm in this industry. I'm a qualified PE teacher, been a PE teacher for 13 years. I've coached over 25 years. I'm super energetic. I've had fantastic results in my schools that I've been in as well. And I thought, look, I can bring so much better, you know, in terms of my kids taking part. And
rather than just being in a school, you could reach a total wider reach.
So similar to, as Yousif said, my colleague, when we were going to the centres and when we were going to the venues, it was quite far away, and I was finding it really hard to motivate, you know, my children to go there. I was like, it was become a real battle, and I thought, I can't have this. I want sport to blossom his life like it did for me. You know, it was such a good thing to get involved in for many reasons. And then I thought, look, we need to do something like about this now, because this is annoying me, because I'm going and I'm taking the session, but I'm just like, hey kids, come over here, and you know, and I don't want that. So then very much we just sat together, the two of us, PE teacher, high flying lawyer. And we just got Tots United together, and then it's just went grown enormously since we've started.
And it really has, to be fair, it really has grown, because you started with just a kind of couple of classes and now it's expanded into something completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I think we started with the one class on a Saturday morning, and we had around, I think, maybe 15 to 20 children coming along to that. That was our starting point. And now we've got several hundred children attending our classes every week. So the growth has been literally more than tenfold. And that's, you know, it's amazing. But I think it's also a testament to the quality of our classes and the superb team that we put together and the high standards that we set ourselves. So all of that combined is really has caused the result of it growing so quickly and so much.
Yep. I think as well, like, we're coming to a sort of period in time now where kids aren't going outside much now.
No, listen, definitely. Yeah, listen,
like
it's a different society now. Like when we were growing up, we were always out playing football, Kirby. Because I remember my sister shouting at me to get home, and I was never home. I was always playing in the street.
You're always out playing,
exactly. And
we were the same.
You just don't see children playing as much for various reasons and things, and it's a shame, because it's got a knock-on effect for health and everything else, with NHS and things. We want kids to be active and happy, and we're very lucky that we've both developed a fantastic programme. For a football programme is from 18 months to 8 years old, and we're now looking potentially at older age groups as well. And we've just got a great, like Yousif said, a great team that we've got, a great structure, a great programme. So I'm a PE teacher, so I've developed a lot of the lesson plans, the themes, and we have training days with the coaches, and we both are 24/7. Like, we don't stop, but it's constantly that we're doing stuff with the programmes. And the only thing that really kind of stops us at times is our own children, which is a good thing, because you then try and switch off where you can and things, but we're just 24/7, always thinking about the next thing. What can we do better? What can we do? And it's great. Like, we love it. Living the dream.
It's inspiring though, because you both have got dead young children as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to see that you're looking at, like, although you're thinking of your own, you're thinking of others as well. At the end of the day, and
no, definitely.
Mines don't have that, and they'd have to travel far away. So
So for us, it's bringing the communities together, bringing everyone together. So the amount of people that we've met, like from parents and children at our own children's nurseries, it's been great. They're like, oh, there's the guys from Tots United and things, and my oldest starts school, which is scary. He's starting school, and all the parents are, oh, that's the guys from Tots United, and the kids same. So it's just great for us, especially now, obviously, with the Euros being coming on as well today. Come on, Scotland.
I was going to say, we're actually recording this the night Scotland kicks off the tournament with Germany.
We want to try and build a legacy. Get kids active, just get them enjoying the game and loving it. And like we did, and we've been able to bring, like I said, such a good program coming in now, and the kids love it, and we love it. We're still actively involved. I mean, we both are still at all the sessions. I'm still coaching as much as I can, leading by example in everything that we do.
Yeah, the main idea behind Tots United was to encourage and facilitate getting children active, to having the best possible start in life, and for us to help nurture their learning and development and ultimately support their potential. That's it in a nutshell. That's the main idea behind it, and that's what we do with Tots United, week in, week out.
It's class. I just think like that as well. Like, so you're saying there that you're kind of still involved in that, so that must mean that you guys have coaches that are doing this.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah. So we've got a pool of about 15, 20 and growing coaches on our programme. And again, I'm still heavily involved in it. I mean, I love it. I very much love it, and I lead from the front. There's nothing that the coaches do that I haven't done or I'm doing. And the programme's great, and the fact it's testament that our children go to it, and we're getting lots of sign-ups and lots of inquiries all the time. And we're very clever as well in terms of the facilities and venues that we have. We try and make sure we get local communities involved, and we've got excellent facilities, indoors, outdoors, so the children can see the game. And as I said before, the football programme we have, it's a great pathway. Like I said, we have classes from 18 months to 2.5 mini tots, then it's 2.5 to 3.5, which are mega tots, then it's mighty tots that are 3.5 to 5. We've then got a TU Superstars programme, which is 5 to 8, and we've now embarked on a football team as well that are playing in a local league. So we've got a pathway that goes right through, and that's there. If children want to be part of the football team, like, we're very inclusive, they can. So we've got boys and we've got girls that come along and play in this team as well, if they want that. If they don't want that, similarly, that's fine as well. So it's kind of both pathways are there.
That's the big thing now, isn't it? It's mixing kids as well. Because usually it was like, you're a girl, you can't play with boys and stuff, but it's all changed.
Yeah,
now.
We're very inclusive. We've had a lot of girls come to us and things where they've had negative experiences with some clubs, and we said, look, we are very inclusive. You can come along to us. There's no problem. It's all about fun. We put fun at everything that we're doing, and that's rubbed off with the coaches that we get, with all their energy that they bring in, and the girls love it. They come along every week. They've got the Tots United kit, which we've got as well, and they're wearing it. And we've also got children with ASN, so we cater for everyone. We've had a few inquiries and phone calls coming in from children that have got autism and said, look, we've tried this club, that club, but they're not settling. Well, come along to ours. And one of the key things about our clubs as well at Tots United is we've our coaches. We've got fantastic coaches where we've got 2 to 3 coaches per venue, and which is very rare to find. And the coaches are all excellent in terms of the
usually
training.
Usually you get 1, 2 max.
Yeah, no, there's 2 or 3, and we look at colleges and universities, and because I'm involved in schools, I feel my age here. 3 or 4 of my coaches are from my school that they've come into our program now, which is great, and they love it. And now 2 or 3 of them are now going on to PE teaching. One's going into primary school teaching, which is great for me to see, because it's giving them a platform as well.
Definitely. Just to come in there on a couple of things that AJ mentioned, which I think set us apart from others who might be doing similar things. our USPs, if you will. One of the things AJ mentioned was the football team that we have. So that's actually quite unique. And it, in effect, it completes the player pathway for kids who are coming in, joining us at, let's say, right at the earliest stage of mini tots, 18 months. Then they're developing through the different programs that we have, Mega Tots, Mighty Tots, TU Superstars. And they've got a football team there that they can go in and enjoy, join and enjoy. And that in itself is a great experience because it's structured games, small-sided 4v4 games that they can be a part of. We provide them with football strips. It's a great setup, and they're going to be playing against other teams. So they're taking everything that they've learned from the Tots United programme and then beginning to put it into practice. And that is a unique aspect of Tots United, the fact that we're able to offer the full and complete player pathway for young children. And yeah, I think...
And it's amazing to have that so locally as well, though. Like, when you were saying there, you struggled to find sort of places around. So obviously you guys are Renfrew. I know you cover a different few areas. We'll talk about that in a wee second. But where would you have to travel to if you thought like you had to go? It's not easy for those. Like, I mean, I know there'll be parents that probably come to you guys that don't drive. You know what I mean? Probably either taxis, buses and things like that. So I know when I was younger growing up, I was lucky enough to have like local high schools and stuff that rented it out for football teams and things. God, what were they called? It was like Hazelwood and things like that. They had football teams that were down that neck of the woods. So I was lucky enough that I could walk to it as well. But everything seems to be getting further and further away now.
Yeah, and I suppose for you want to get something close by. You know, at the time when I was taking him, he was just wasn't even turned 2, so he's got naps, all these various things that you try to factor in as well. And I was taking him to the other side of Glasgow for a class, and it was a struggle, you know, for me. And it was just so frustrating to see that, you know, as a PE teacher, as a sportsman. I thought, this is my baby here, you know, like, and I love the game, like I love it, and I just want them to have the experiences that I had, if not better. And for us, it was like, we need to get something close by, and then, you know, that's when we kind of launched, you know, our first venue, and we've not looked back since.
And what made you both kind of come together then to do it? Because obviously you've got a different background being a PE teacher, and you've got a very background being a lawyer as such. So then with you guys, so you're probably mostly deal with the business sort of side of things, I would say so. And just from my eyes looking in, and you're probably more like, you'll have the knowledge in the classes and things like that as well. Is that kind of how you thought, like working together?
Yeah, it's actually a bit more than that. It's almost like the perfect combination. We're football people. We played at a high level growing up, pro youth football, various clubs, and that's what we've always been passionate about, is what we love. So we've got that within. And certainly when we were younger, we used to do a lot of coaching together with the football clubs and also local authorities. We worked with them doing the coaching. So that was always there, something that we were always very passionate about. And then, of course, we went on to pursue our career paths. AJ became a top PE teacher, and myself a lawyer, and
one of the best, by the way. Don't let him.
I've heard good. Listen, I've heard good stuff about you both. To be fair,
he's excellent.
I've heard good stuff about you both.
And then how it kind of came together. I was actually spending a bit more time in Scotland. I was living overseas in Dubai, where I had set up my own legal practice and running that for several years out there. And I was incidentally spending a bit more time in Scotland. And AJ, we just sat at his dinner table one night and
with a pizza.
Yeah, a very good pizza, I must say.
Chicken tikka tandoori, I still remember it. 16-inch.
It must have been that good if you remember.
Both just and I was just going on about.
We actually got a picture of it. It was just it was a lovely evening. Good food and a great conversation. And that's where AJ kind of presented this idea.
And fundamentally, we're best friends. I mean, best friend. I would say brothers. Like you know, we've known each other for so many years, speak to each other all the time, speak to each other more than we speak to our partners at times. And it's just like when we put both kind of, it's something we've always wanted to do. Like we're both a part of academies when we were younger, etc. And we thought, well, we could bring something here. Let's, you know, both our skill sets, we'll bring it together. And like I said, we brought everything together, and very quickly it was just like, it was remarkable.
We felt if anybody could do it, it could be us, given our extensive experience within the game in football and sport, and to bring that together with our professional experience and expertise as well, we just felt it was a perfect fit, and so that, you know, brought us together to create this with the vision for it that we had in mind.
That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. It's nice to know the wee backstory there as well. That's brilliant. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to sit down with somebody, have a pizza, and then some business will come out of it. Fortunately, that's not how it worked with us. Started with a bedroom dream, and that was it. No, I just think that's inspiring how it comes. Like the fact that you had that dream, you never lost the dream, and then you've created this, and now we're helping with other kids' dreams as well. Because I feel like as a kid, it's very difficult, especially with the football game. I know you guys do more than just football as well, don't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Is that right? Aye. But we can talk about that in a wee second as well. But especially with football, because I always felt like if you weren't good enough, you just were always shunned out of the teams. Now, I understand not everybody's going to make it as a footballer, right? There is kids, and kids will need to realise that as they get older. Not everybody makes it as a footballer. But it's nice to see when something's local like this and is supporting kids to make their way through that full step of the journey. It's just inspiring to see, obviously, like something like this, and allows kids to have the chance to go about, because it does my nut in now, because I drive by like certain places and play parts and things, and there's always that sign, no ball games, and nothing. That infuriates me so much, because the people that probably put it up were the ones that were probably playing ball games when they were that age. I'm just like, where's this come from now?
No, we put fun at the heart of everything we do, and all our classes are underpinned by our ethos and philosophy of care and love. This was a founding philosophy of Tots United. So when we were setting it up, having these values come across in everything we do and in our classes was very important for us. So we set it up that way. It's all about fun. It's super inclusive. And that's also reflected in the growth that we've experienced, and also the very positive feedback that comes from parents. They tell us that Tots United is the best kids classes ever. That came from the parents, and then we subsequently adopted that as a catchy tagline. But
You've got good testimonials, I would say, from a lot of parents.
Yeah, listen, they've always all been kind of 5 stars in meetings, and we're always getting feedback in the community, and for us it's just touching, you know, for to see they're like, oh, XYZ went to this club and they didn't really enjoy it, but you guys are different, and that comes again at that inclusive, making it fun. I mean, don't put pressure on. And the amount of times I've had to say to some dads, listen, back off, listen, just let them play, let them have fun. When it gets competitive, listen, I said, I'm as most competitive as I get, but let them have fun, let them enjoy it. And the parents, I'm like, look, slowly step away, and you see that phone, and they're like, oh, this is great. And I'm like, look, let kids be kids. Yeah. You know, and that's
I think
what we've
kids,
done.
that's when it becomes serious for them and they don't enjoy it. That's when the fun gets lost. And that's when they're like, I don't want to go there.
Yep.
But as a kid, it's different as an adult. I mean, we go to work, nobody enjoys their work, but we have to go.
Yep.
And kids will get that same feeling. They just won't to understand it as well.
Yeah, and we're just very lucky. I mean, all the parents, you know, they're wee Johnny or whoever it is, they can't wait for the classes, or they can't wait for Tots United, and that's great. And that's what we want. You know, we want kids to be looking forward to coming to our classes all the time. And as you just said, that tagline came from the parents.
Amazing.
That we use all the time now.
So where are you guys then doing all these classes there? Because it's not just Renfrew now, if I'm correct. I think you do kind of different few areas as well.
Yeah, well, we started in Renfrew, and we soon kind of started expanding, and not long after starting there, and we have classes at Erskine and Paisley, Glasgow Southside, Bearsden, Mulgai, Houston as well. So yeah,
she's definitely getting a bit then.
Yeah. And it wasn't just like we've touched on before, it was, we're fundamentally football, that's what we did, but even with our name, Tots United, it's more than, we've got other programs as well. We've got a fantastic gymnastics program now that we're offering as well, and that's a great complement to football, you know, in terms of, you know, children doing gymnastics, the core stability, the strength they learn, they can take that to football. You know, and that's program has become really popular as well.
Yeah, this was an idea that we actually got from my own experience. Growing up, as a teenager, I was playing professional youth football with different clubs, and my dad was encouraging me towards sport very heavily. And at that time, what he did was have me enrolled at the Glasgow School of Sport, which is a specialist sports school that's dedicated towards nurturing high performance athletes, many of whom go on to compete at the Olympics.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of my ex-classmates, they made it to the Olympics. So I joined the School of Sport for badminton, and so I trained and played badminton through the School of Sport, but the thinking was to use that to supplement my football, and it worked very well. I was able to become sharper on the pitch, able to move quicker, become more flexible as well. So that idea then we put into practice with Tots United. The gymnastics can perfectly complement football, and so that was a wee kind of interesting backstory to that.
How it came at.
Yeah.
Is it just gymnastics you guys do, or do you do anything else? Like, is there any other sports that maybe if you don't do now, you're maybe looking to include?
At the moment it's football and gymnastics, but like you said, the name's Tots United, and
so you could
got
really
a
be
PE
anything.
expert here. So yes, so the plan is we would be looking at bringing in other sports, but again have a fantastic curriculum, and yes, so that's something we're looking at.
That could be something with your coaches that you look at, because I'm guessing they'll have all different backgrounds and stuff where they come from.
Yeah, but ultimately all our coaches, they learn from PE teacher supreme, which is Mr. AJ himself. So AJ spends a lot of time working with all our coaches, ensuring that they're equipped with all the necessary skills that they need to have to be able to deliver our classes at the level we need them to be delivered at. And so although he's passionate about football very much, he's also passionate about sports across the board. And he had this idea about incorporating gymnastics into our program. He devised a curriculum for that, which is brilliant. And this guy, in terms of his PE acumen, his talent, it knows no limits.
Stop it.
So
so nice to each
it
other.
doesn't necessarily need to stop at football and gymnastics.
And I think that's the great thing about being Tots United.
Correct.
I mean, it's not Tots Football United or anything like that. You do have that growth.
Yeah, and that was something that we kind of thought about with the name as well. When we were coming up with the names, different ideas, we thought, yes, it's football predominantly, but we want more than just football. Like the kids myself, so I want them to experience everything, and then later on, pick where do you want to go. If it's not sport, fine. But give them as many options as you can, and then they can pick later on, and everything just complements each other. As much as it's about the sport, it's also the social aspect. And for us, it's about the communities, all the parents coming together, and it's great. They're like, oh, that's so and so from nursery, that's so and so from school. It's just great to see.
And people don't realise how important that is to actually have your kids active.
100%. I mean, we've got some of the kind of parents that come along are single parents and things, and that's the only time they come out. And they've even said to us, you just said, this is my highlight of the week. My kid coming to the class, because I get a chance to, and it's great because although you think it's about the child, but parents, the grandparents that come along. And I also, actively within the curriculum, and the coaches do, we get them all involved. I always say to them, when I speak to them, I said, listen, bring your trainers, because you'll be doing a wee bit.
You'll be in.
Yeah. I mean, what it comes down to for us is active kids are happy kids. That's something that we believe in strongly, and that's what our mission is to get kids active, get them having fun, and providing them with that platform that they can have a positive introduction to sport. And that's essentially what we do.
It's massive as well, as you say, not giving the kids giving the kids so many options that they can go down a path as well, because we're currently going through it with my brother, who obviously from your teaching days and things like that. He was obviously involved in the volleyball team. Now, we've never had anybody in our family play volleyball or anything. Basketball maybe, yes, and football definitely. My dad's got a background in that as well, so it was great for us to see him getting involved in volleyball, and he speaks very highly of you as well. He speaks very highly of you. So,
but that's what it's all about, Curtis. It's about giving children that opportunity.
Yes.
And so we are making that available, giving them that opportunity so that they can then hopefully flourish in whatever capacity, in whatever way that they want to. And just to touch on another point that AJ had mentioned about the girls who are very much part of our program and do really well in it. Some of our best young footballers are the girls, and we've actually had inquiries from professional football clubs asking about some of the girls who play in our team and also are part of our classes, because they are exceptionally very good. Their technical ability is it's very impressive.
So there's a potential for scouting then?
I mean, people are asking. I mean, obviously, being involved in PE teaching, I've taught a number of students that are now coaches with academies in the professional game, and they're now saying to me, look, with your kids, could we possibly come down and watching things? So this is something now we've kind of developed some links with, with professionals coming in. And I've been fortunate enough that some of my ex-pupils are pro, and they've came down to our sessions and they've spoken to the children as well, and the children have been inspired, and they didn't want to do it. Oh, Mr. Singh, I don't want it. I'm like, don't call me Mr. Singh, you've left school so many years ago, you make me feel really old. And we just came in and speak to the children about your story, how you came about and stuff. and a couple of them have come in, and the kids are, oh, I got so and so from this club, and it's inspiring for them. And look, that could be you.
Yep.
That could be you. You know what I mean? If you keep working hard, and that's the kind of message across, that we want that. You know, what are your kids' opportunity, and the platform's there for them. Giving
the kid the role models in it, I think, as well. That's a big thing, and inspiring them as well. Because at that age where they, you know what I mean, they need something like that to kind of get them motivated to the next, rather than just saying to them, listen, you've got to a club tonight. Because every kid will be like, oh, can't bother that. Be like, think how much fun it is, thinking what you do, and think we'll be there as well, and all that sort of stuff. But again, that comes down to you guys and how good you've been with your coaches as well, and how it goes. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting all the great feedback you've been getting. So, got to take credit where credit's due for you guys.
I appreciate it.
Your classes, though. So, how do the classes actually run? Is it a week-to-week basis, or is it a couple of nights a week? How do you do it?
Due to the kind of ongoing growth of Tots United, we are now operating across 7 days a week. So we have classes on every day. And yeah.
And is that football and gymnastics?
So they run on alternate days.
Right.
Generally speaking, some days we have both running at the same time. We've got football and gymnastics happening at the same time on the same day. And then other times there might be football that's scheduled, and other days gymnastics that's scheduled. But overall, our classes are running 7 days a week now.
You must be tired.
Yeah. but it's inspiring, like you said, it's getting kids active.
Yep.
Getting kids active, getting kids moving.
I think it's getting us active.
Keep using like toes, definitely.
And it's great. You know, that's what we want. We want kids to be moving and active, and like, as you said, happy kids are active kids, and that's what we want. And it's just been great that we've been able to now operate kind of 7 days of work, 7 days a week. But again, like I said, we are relentless, the two of us, 24/7. It doesn't stop. You know, we were in here earlier on today, went home to the kids, then we're back out doing a podcast. We'll probably do something again after the Scotland game. Like, we're constantly talking about what's next, what can we do, and we've got that kind of growth mindset where we want to keep going. You know, especially like I've came from, I'm a PE teacher. You know, this is all I've done all my days. I've coached for 25 years plus, and you know, my dad's ran a business and stuff in the kind of catering and the kind of restaurant field, but I've never run a business. You know, I've not. So a lot of credit I give to this man in terms of, you know, push me out of my comfort zone. You know, in terms of, you know, what do I want in my life? Where do I want to be going? And I love it.
You really are the perfect partnership.
Yeah,
I just love like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and it's that quote. I mean, I was always good for quotes in school where they say, "Oh, hard work beats talent, and talent doesn't work hard. But obsession beats everything." I'm real obsessed. Like, we're literally always obsessed about what can we do next, this, that, and we both have got young families. The kids will go to sleep, and we'll do what we need to do in the house. But then it's like, right, we're in front of computers, we're on the phone to each other, etc. And it's like late nights, and you know, we're then coaching again the next day. We're going to sites, but we love what we do, and that's the biggest thing. You need to be passionate about what we're doing, and we love it.
Yeah, and my quote is, don't count the days, make the days count.
Muhammad Ali.
That's right. So, I mean, that's a quote from the great Muhammad Ali that really resonates with me, and something that I try to live by. And it's all about, you know, making each moment, each day as productive as it can be, doing what you can to make a difference. So
we kind of tend to just let days fly by without really making them matter, innit? It's just like you see a lot of people and they're like, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Like, but you could have done that. You just chose not to do that bit of mindset.
Yeah.
But that was the ultimate, even with me, with the big kind of crossroad I was having with, in terms of qualified PE teacher, really settled in my school, well known, respected, you know, I loved it. You know, the kids, everything, the job. I took football. I won the Scottish Cup in my first year. Kel McGuinness has been my biggest prodigy that plays with Kilmarnock. If it wasn't for injuries, I think he would go even higher.
Oh, Kel McGuinness.
Yeah, that's who I taught.
He's a cracking footballer.
He was excellent and stuff, and I loved taking the teams, clubs, fantastic. But for me, it was like, I want to try and push Tots United now, and I've not looked back since. It's just been constant and things, and I love it. You know, I really do. And for me, I'm still getting school kids coming in and things, and which is great. But it's just been phenomenal, and I know a lot of credit to this man, you know, beside me, and where he has pushed me in terms of businesses, because he's ran his kind of own kind of legal business and kind of corporations overseas in Dubai, and it's been great for me, because I'm like, look, it's been a big steep kind of learning curve for me, which I've had to learn quickly and fast. I've enjoyed it.
It must be good for you, because you must go through one extreme of you know what I mean, legal stress, everything that probably comes with that job, to then this being fun and, you know what I mean, making a difference to all these kids' lives and everything that you're doing as well. So you must get the best of both worlds.
Absolutely. I mean, there's in my role at Tots United, there are, you know, legal aspects involved in that.
Of course, yeah.
And so it's more translated into like an in-house role in terms of the legal side of things. But certainly like the sport is what both myself and AJ, that's what we've always been passionate about. So for us, this is not work. This is just doing what we love, and the positive impact that it's having for the children. That's something that's very important for us. And then even looking ahead to the longer term, we're looking at legacy. What is it that we can do for others and then leave that behind, you know, when we move on from here? And just to share another quote with you, service to others is the rent we pay for our room here on earth. Muhammad Ali again.
So I take it you're a big Muhammad Ali fan.
You got to be. How can you not be? So that's another quote, you know, that again very much resonates with me, and it ties into that positive impact, doing things for others. That's for us. That's a lot more meaningful than anything else, and something that we at Tots United, that's what we're striving to do, to have that positive impact for children, but not just children. For parents, for coaches, for the community, for everybody who's involved with Tots United, there is such a strong positive impact with it.
Definitely. And it's nice because obviously in the same building, things like that, walk by your door every day, and you've obviously got the board up and you've got all the pictures of all your activities and things like that, and it just looks amazing. Looks like everybody's having such a fantastic time as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, especially for me, like coming from a legal background where I would often have spent majority of my days at a desk in front of a computer screen sifting through big long documents. I mean, this is just brilliant. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, definitely. But as you've been so used to probably being out and active,
100%,
trying to get kids motivated to doing it as well.
Yeah, so I've loved it. It's been great, and especially because it's your own program, you know, something that we both have sat and planned nights of, you know, staying up all night planning this, planning that, and we've now kind of seen the rewards of it and things. And even in terms of the coaches we've got, it's great to see them in terms of their journeys, how well they've developed and grown, as much as the children.
So you've got a good team then.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Just to come in on that point as well, it's like the opportunity that Tots United provides for others is phenomenal, because we've got folk that come in at school level, from school level, they come in, they acquire some amazing work experience, which is providing them with skills for life. But in addition to that, we've also got folk that want to pursue careers in coaching. Again, the platform is there with Tots United, equipping them with the necessary skills. Then also folk who want to go on and become PE teachers. They're working with kids, they're teaching them, they're supporting their learning and development. Yep. So the platform that we provide for others to pursue their career aspirations, for me, that's something that's phenomenal.
A lot of these places are looking for experience as well, and it seems like you guys are offering that to coaches. Are you just looking to hire any coaches, or is it you kind of sorted at the minute? Like, is there a plan in the future to expand? Or?
Well, we are have ongoing growth as a business. It's growing like continuously. So we have this ongoing need and requirement for coaches. And those opportunities exist with us at Tots United. We're able to offer them for anybody who is interested and who is passionate about working with children, making a difference, and wants to pursue that kind of line of work. There's an opportunity available with Tots United. Yeah,
amazing. How would people get in touch with you then, if that was the case? Maybe not for coaching side, but even to register their child or whatever to take part in any of your classes or anything like that, or even just to see your information as such as well, because I know you guys post a lot of stuff in your socials. So
yeah, we
how
try.
would people find you?
Yeah, so we try to be quite active on the usual social media channels, and we have an admin team that deals with all the inquiries. And a very good, efficient admin team, I must say, overseen by me. So that's why.
That'll be why then.
That's why they're so good.
I'll stick to the
you stick to the classes.
I'll stick to the coaches, yes.
So folk just generally tend to reach out to the admin team, and then they would handle the inquiries, respond promptly with all the information that they need. And that's how that's sort of taken care of. Yeah.
And like, as I say, like, what's your socials and stuff so people can find you? Like, what is the best way for people to get in touch with you? Is it like email?
Email is the way, yeah.
Email,
it's just it's team@totsunited.co.uk, and that's totsutd.co.uk.
And then what's the socials so people can see the journey?
And that's just Tots United.
Is that just for all?
For all of them, we've set it up that way to make it nice and easy.
Brilliant. You've got everything probably from like a YouTube to, I mean,
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn.
There you go.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you've pretty
So
much.
far, yeah.
Apart from X, but you don't need X. That's right. Don't worry about that. Nobody needs X. No, listen, guys, that's absolutely fantastic. Honestly, it's been really inspiring to hear your journey. Do you have anything in the pipeline that you're working on at the minute, or is it just kind of want to keep it under wraps at the minute?
Well, as I've said, there is ongoing growth with Tots United, and we are now receiving inquiries from people asking, is Tots United available here? Is it available there? And so we're now looking at that in terms of expanding beyond the west of Scotland.
We want to be everywhere.
I was going to say,
Yeah, we want to be everywhere. Let's just talk. We want to be everywhere. We want children
to have the opportunity to attend a Tots United class.
And now the inquiries are coming in. It's forecasting us
so
everywhere.
And will there be scope for different sporting activities, do you think?
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, I think you could very much devise a superb curriculum in other sports. For us, I think one of the main areas of focus in terms of looking ahead is to enable and provide an opportunity for other people to perhaps do what we've done. Have a perfect work-life balance, do what you love, what you're passionate about, and maybe having their own Tots United business might appeal to some folk. And we want to make that available to folk out there, and in turn then roll out Tots United across more communities and provide that opportunity for every child to be able to attend Tots United.
Kind of like a franchise sort of stuff. Think you maybe go down that path one day?
That would be the model. And we are already taking some inquiries on that.
Brilliant.
So we're hoping to, in the near future, be in a position where we are able to award a franchise opportunity, and then take it from there.
That's it. Because what you guys do is fantastic as well, and you'd hope that would replicate whatever it would go. Didn't matter if it was Scotland, down south, across the border, whatever it was. Just fantastic, guys. Honestly, really, really inspiring stuff. And I think for anybody listening and has children and wants more information, then please obviously give the guys a follow on their socials and make sure to email, check out everything, because you'll see exactly what goes on behind the scenes with the classes and things, and exactly what the kids are up to as well. But thank you so much, guys, for coming today. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks very much for having us, Curtis. Before we finish up, we've actually got something for you.
You get something for me.
We've got a wee something for you.
Right.
Hey, did you want to do the honours? I think it might be under your seat.
So we're not going to ask you to strip off again.
Oh, right, okay. Damn it.
Your very own Tots United t-shirt.
Oh, look at that.
Tots United.
Oh, look at that. I've just signed for Tots United. There you go.
Just signed for Tots United, right?
But not brilliant. Just a t-shirt.
Not just a t-shirt.
Sometimes that weather can turn, we've got a Tots United
to help keep your head warm.
Well,
and that's care and love for you right there.
Listen, I've been shaving my head off recently, so.
And where can we get this, Yousif?
And these items, these pieces of merchandise, they are available on our website. For anyone else who might like to don a Tots United t-shirt or a beanie hat, available on our website.
I need to do the proper. We'll get pictures and stuff like that after. Brilliant. Guys, that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
That's our pleasure.
Is my hair okay? Is it all
good?
Perfect.
It's the benefit of just shaving it all off. No, listen, guys, thank you so much. That is very, very kind of you. That's very, very kind. I will wear it with pride. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening or watching. If you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please follow. You can also leave a rating as well. You can do it anytime during the podcast. Don't have to wait to the end. 5 stars is what we're needing for these guys, because I've actually got it across the Tots United badge there, so they deserve 5 stars. But again, thank you so much to you guys, and thanks to you guys for listening, and we'll see you again in the next one. Thanks very much, guys.